A very warm welcome to all the new subscribers and lots of love and regards as always to all the existing ones. I hope everyone is doing well, and it has been an absolute honor and a blessing being a twin flame and walking this path with each one of you. 4 months ago, I had uploaded an audio titled All Twin Flame Unions Will Conclude by 30th Jan 2023. And if people actually took out time to understand that audio and the message behind that audio, instead of assuming things based on a title, I had clearly mentioned that the state of inner union has been attained by the 144,000 twin flames on earth, and in the months or years ahead, the physical unions will follow, subject to inner work being done and karmic lessons being complete. Now, why do I mention this? Because as more and more twin flames are physically uniting, it becomes even more important to share this message, because anyone who is consciously or unconsciously making these mistakes is permanently blocking their inner union, the physical union, and their prospects in love. Because obviously everyone on earth is not a twin flame. However, anyone embodying these 5 mistakes, whether consciously or unconsciously, will end up permanently blocking their prospects in love and in manifesting a loving soulmate. And my request to you, therefore, is that all the audios that I share, they are from an educative perspective. I don't know anyone on a personal level, but certainly as someone who has been successfully and accurately guiding clients from all over the world since 2017, it is my duty to share messages that hopefully stop you from making certain mistakes, and in case you are able to correct yourself to avoid any further heartache. And therefore, let us see what these 5 mistakes are. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Mistake number 1, feeling pity for your counterpart. Sometimes women write things like, "Oh, he is stuck with an abusive wife who does not love him. Poor guy, I feel sorry for him." Or that he is so immature, he's not serious about your life. How will he ever be financially stable? When will he take this connection seriously? Now, when a feminine thinks or speaks this way, it is in fact a direct reflection of her inner world, which is equally messed up, if not more. But unfortunately, instead of seeing her own distortions, she directs all the focus outwards onto her counterpart. And because you both are energetically connected, so what happens is that your twin will always feel an inner lack and forever question their own ability, their own capability, because energetically they are getting this message from you that you are incapable, and how will you be able to handle anything without me, or poor guy. So that judgment, that feeling of looking down upon someone, judging someone, considering yourself as superior and seeing them as inferior, is picked very heavily by your counterpart on an energetic level. And therefore, by writing and thinking and speaking such things, the unhealed feminine is giving a message that I feel sorry for you, because without me you can't do nothing, which is far from the truth. And how do you correct this? You correct this by stop interfering in their path and knowing that they are an adult who is fully capable of mastering their life lessons. You have a lot to heal in your own life first, and therefore your focus should be on concentrating on your life rather than become a judge for someone else's life. If someone willingly comes to you and asks for a suggestion, then of course, as a well-wisher, you can say whatever you want. But unwarranted advice and unwarranted feedback, that is something which is not advisable, especially when your own life is in such a mess. So deal with your own healing first and get busy with that. Mistake number 2: thinking that or assuming that single people have it easy. Unfortunately, there are a lot of married men and women who are in their twin flame journey, and they end up assuming that if only they were single or younger or had no kids, life would have been blissful and they'd be free to do whatever they desire. Now, I request you to please drop this mindset at once. And why do I say that? Because no one has it easy on the twin flame path, provided you are genuinely a twin flame. Being a twin flame means that in our initial stages, especially in those first few months or the first 1 year especially, every twin flame will have to live with some of the most grueling and soul-crushing experiences. And therefore, it doesn't matter whether you are single or you are married, every twin flame's journey is unique and very difficult. But the icing on the cake is that every twin flame is equipped with the inner wisdom and spiritual protection to overcome the worst in their respective lives. So please never assume that those who are single and not married, they are having a ball or things are so easy for them. Sometimes there are single people who are bound to a house in one room and they cannot go out anywhere, probably because they have an ailing mother or an ailing parent, and they have to not just care for the parent, but the parent is very abusive and verbally abusive. Life can be a living hell. This is just one example, but I'm trying to tell you that it's not easy for anyone, whether they are single or married, and that is why this connection is stemming from a lot of unconditional love, but it is also extremely grueling and not meant for the faint-hearted. Mistake number 3: an unhealthy obsession. Men and women who overthink, overanalyze, keep longing for physical union, or women whose only purpose in life is to continuously stalk every move of their twin, find out on social media what they've been up to, checking their WhatsApp display pictures, trying to find out through common friends the latest gossip on their twin's life. This is a huge block that permanently diminishes your prospects in love. The first few months for every twin flame can be extremely challenging, but what you must understand is that beyond a point, there is no scope of doubt whether this person is your twin flame, and every genuine twin flame gets fully awakened, not just to this divine connection, but also to their soul purpose. Mistake number 4: polyamory, multiple sexual partners, sugar daddies, cougars, or connections based purely for satisfying your physical or monetary needs can never be classified as twin flames. So please be very mindful of that. People say that twin flames came here to shatter outdated beliefs and love has no age and love is pure and this and that. It is indeed, all these things are obviously true. There is no doubt about that. But the issue happens when the distorted masculine, the distorted feminine, they adopt these one or two points to suit their own purpose without actually understanding that, you cannot cherry pick versions where it suits you, but then ignore the rest of the inner work, which is a very, very mandatory requirement for this journey. So anyone who is purely involved with someone living in from 5 years, 4 years, 10 years, in a purely lust based connection, such connections can never be a twin flame connection. So I request you to please stop abusing and insulting and disrespecting such a sacred title, for God's sake, guys. And finally, mistake number 5, impulsive and reckless behavior. Now, what do I mean by that? Some women end up acting reckless and say yes to a guy or get engaged just to make their counterpart jealous. They assume that seeing them get engaged or saying yes to a guy for marriage will set their twin in panic mode and he will come back begging, apologizing. Some women resort to spell work, black magic, manifestation techniques to forcibly manifest a union, while some try to rush into multiple forms of healing, thinking that by being so forceful with your healing, you're going to erase all your negative karma. Now, what is very important for you to understand, whether you like it or not, is that mind games do not work on the twin flame path. And honestly, guys, genuine twin flames don't ever resort to spell work or black magic, because genuine twin flames and the twin flame love comes from divine. It is the purest kind of love that is divinely protected, which is why genuine twin flames will always work for a just cause, for a right cause. They are associated with the light and not with darkness. And therefore, after the soul recognition, both twins sooner or later actively get down to business, which is working on the self, healing the self, not worrying about when or how the twin will return, recognizing that this is a divine connection, being grateful for it, and never having an iota of bitterness or resentment for their counterpart. Because even if your twin acted out or pushed you away, they were doing it out of fear. Both twins understand that the physical separation was actually like a blessing in disguise, and that real twin flames are always one at the soul level. Both are able to feel each other's presence and the love even from miles apart. So my request to you would be to please re-evaluate your life and your priorities. Twin flames were not born to keep going around in cycles of running and chasing and running and separation all their life. We were born with a divine soul mission and to be of service to humanity in our own unique ways. So congratulations to all those who are now in a physical union, and kudos to every twin flame whose physical union has not yet happened, but you're on your way there. And those whose counterpart has unfortunately passed away, your life still has not ended. You have your solo mission here on earth. Your twin is always rooting for you and with you at the soul level 24/7. Let this great love inspire you and help you become your best version. And I can tell you that a beautiful life is indeed waiting for you. It's exactly 11:11 as I'm saying this, and that's a huge confirmation from Spirit. So a huge thank you to all those who take out time to listen to me, for your continued trust in my work. And I hope this new month turns out to be absolutely amazing for you on every level. Anyone guided to connect for a personal reading can visit each section of my website, and page number 117 in my book speaks about 7 lessons that married twin flames need to learn from the twin flame path. You'll find a lot of chapters in my book that discuss a lot of questions that awaken in the minds of people, especially when they are new on the twin flame path or they are undergoing a spiritual awakening. Anyone guided can visit my website or read the description box. And on that note, guys, have a lovely month ahead. I will be back with another reading soon. Until then, take care. Lots of love. Bye.